Hi guys, some time ago I actually made a post about how great it's been having Canoe walk on a loose lead. I can say that there have been bad days where he totally does not listen and he tugs and pulls like every 5 seconds. Yes, those days have happened, but overall there's been more good days than bad days. And I said, you know, if anybody's interested in finding out like some of the things that we've been doing, to comment on that post, and you guys did, and I know I owe you that information. But I tried to sit down and kind of like write it out, but it wasn't working. So I decided, you know what, I'm just gonna make a video about it. So I'm gonna go through some of the things that that we've been doing. But first of all, I wanted to start with this because it's been like the basis of everything that's been happening. I've been doing this every day, and you know, there are many things that we've been trying out, but this is the one thing that I feel like has made such a difference. And I have been so excuse me, so impressed with this one thing. And that's ditch the bowl. Now, this is actually a concept from Absolute Dogs. If you've seen that ads before, they're these two trainers who came up with like games that you can play with your dog in order to train them and get them to, yeah, listen to you better, I suppose. Like it's not too far off the whole positive reinforcing good behavior kind of training method, but they've just encapsulated them into games that you can actually follow, games that you can do daily with your dog. And they're also the people behind the Sexier Than a Squirrel challenge. I don't know if you've seen that. I'm kind of really interested in that. I haven't been convinced to part with my money yet. If I do, I will let you know. I will also update you if I, you know, take on that and how we're doing with that and everything. I think it's a matter of time that I will be convinced, but not yet. So but in the meantime, I've seen some of the free stuff that they've posted, or they've been commenting on their ads, like when people say, oh, I have this problem or whatever, and they've been commenting and sharing tips as well, and I found them really useful. And this one thing in particular, absolutely mind-blowing. So they believe in this concept called ditch the bowl, and basically it is exactly what it says. You don't feed your dog with a dog bowl. And the reason for this is because well, there's so many reasons, but they are gonna eat that much a day, right? They're gonna eat, I don't know about you, but I feed Canoe like 2 to 3 times a day, like, so that's like maybe a cup each time, and that's stuff he's gonna eat anyways. The one thing that I didn't realize is that dogs actually do like working for food. They do like it. You should see him light up when it's time to eat. I put all his food into like an old ice cream tub, and then he's like, how can I please you? What can I do in order to get it? Like, it's not just put the food down so I can eat it, you know. You can definitely see how excited he is. He is so ready to go. He wants to make me happy, like, you know, you can tell. And that has been really exciting. I mean, not only does it help with digestion because he's not gobbling up all his food at once, but it also helps with mental and physical stimulation because I make him do things in order to earn the food as a reward. And he's not eating more than he would be, because if you were to use training treats and, you know, other stuff to reward, like basically you're feeding him on top of his daily allowance, but this is actually using his daily allowance as the reward, which is just brilliant. I mean, he's got to eat anyways, might as well make him work for it. So this has just been like really amazing. I'm so happy that I came across this concept. I don't do it with every meal. I try to make sure that I do 1 meal a day with this ditch the bowl concept, and the other, like if I'm feeding him wet food or I'm feeding him some leftovers, I mean, and spaghetti is messy in my hands, I'm gonna use a bowl, you know. But if it's just his kibble, then, you know, I put it in the ice cream tub and then we play games with it. So basically the most simplest game that I started off doing is you toss a piece of food away from you, so like a meter away. He runs to get it, he eats it, and the minute he turns back to look at you, you mark and reward. So you kind of, I use a clicker, you don't have to use a clicker, you can just say yes, or I don't know, however you train your dog, you can say good job, you can, I don't know what cue you have, but I use a clicker and I say yes. So the minute he turns back to look at me, I go yes, and then I throw out another piece of food, he runs out to get it, the minute he looks at me, I say yes, and then I just continue that pattern. And then I moved on to another stage where I hold on to the food and I actually lure him with it, and then I make a circle with my body and then I toss it away again. So basically he just revolves around me and then he goes off. So that is also really useful, because then, you know, he starts to learn that, you know, he should follow my hand. If I'm telling him to go from one place to another, if I'm telling him to sit down, you know, everything's hand communication, right? So it's been really useful as well. I feel like there's been progress, but of course with these things you have to do them like consistently and regularly. So we're looking at anywhere from 3 to 4 weeks in order to see some progress. But I've been seeing it. Like at first he didn't really get these games, like he didn't really understand, or he would turn back and he would look at the bowl instead of look at me, and I would have to wait for that moment where he's not looking directly at the bowl and he's actually, like, it's just a 1 second flick, like his eyes just go from the bowl to me, and then I say yes, and then I give him the next treat. So that's what I've been doing. I found it really useful, and now we've kind of graduated to where I'll hold a piece of food. I don't know how to describe this, but kind of like under my legs, through my legs, and then as he's going through, I'll throw it behind me. So he's actually like weaving through my legs, and then when he's coming back around, I'll hold it again through my legs, and then I'll toss it in front of me. So he's basically going under me like a bridge, and that just, you know, that's also just training him to go where I want him to go. So yeah, that's been also really useful. And today, for example, today we used his food, his breakfast, for boundary. So I put him near his mat, near his basket, near his it's kind of like a basket bed, I suppose, and he's supposed to get on it. So I toss a piece of food away, he goes gets it, and then he comes back to me, but he doesn't get on the bed, and I just don't do anything. I wait. He finally figures out he's supposed to go on the bed. Takes forever. I think the first few times I had to say, like, get in your bed or get in your basket. I say it in Dutch, so in Dutch I say in your mand, and then he gets it eventually. Like, you know, the whole point is just waiting for him to do something naturally and then reward it. Like, forcing him to do it isn't gonna work. Like, then he doesn't get it. So I think it took about, I would say, 6 or 7 tries. Finally he kind of understood that he's supposed to sit in his basket. So he went and sat in his basket, and then I reward him like, wow, like so many treats, yes. And don't forget, these are not extra treats, they're just from his food allowance. So, you know, like, give him so much more. And he really got it instantly. Like, he was getting it so quickly. I was so excited. Oh, here he is. Hello? Hello? You got it really quickly, didn't you? You got it really quickly. Of course he's gonna forget it like really soon, I'm sure. He's gonna forget it tomorrow. And then we do it again. And then we keep doing it over and over and over until he gets it for good. So that's the one thing that I've really been really excited about. Like, this ditch the bowl thing has been so fun. He really looks forward to it. And you can do anything with it. You can do any kind of training with it. You can do training of where to pee and poo. You can do boundary training like we did today. You can do, oh, there's another thing that I do with it. Like, when I've given all the big bits and then I'm just left with the little bits of kibble, I hold it in my right hand And this has actually direct training when it comes to walking on a lead. I actually hold it on my right hand, and then I kind of hang my hand loose next to me, and he gets to nibble from my hand. So if he walks on my left side, he's not getting anything. If he walks in front of me, he's not getting anything. He has to walk on the right and behind my hand, and then he actually gets his little treats. So that kind of teaches him, because when we go on a walk, he's on my right. I hold the leash. So I hold the leash in my left hand like this through here, and then I hold the other side. If I can just demo, hold the other side like this. So he's always on my right. I guess it would depend on how you usually hold the leash, but I want to train him to be on my right side and to follow this hand. So yeah, Absolute Dogs calls this a magic hand or magic feeder. I can't remember, but it's basically magic, because if you follow this hand, you're always gonna get treats. So yeah, that's what I've been doing, and I feel like this whole ditch the ball thing has been really cool for me and for Canoe. Canoe loves it. So we're gonna keep doing this, and we're gonna see how that goes. So yeah, I will have more tips as well as we go along. It's just too much to condense into one video, I'm sorry. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this, and if it's fun for you, you know, let me know if you've tried it with your dog and how the response was, because I think they would love it. I would love to know. So yeah, take care, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.